it is infinitely easier to act your way into a new way of thinking than it is to think your way into a new way of acting. Fellow members and guests, judges, colleagues, welcome to the Area 70 Toastmasters International Speech Contest. My name is Drake Ma, and today let's discuss the classical relationship between thoughts and actions. It all started a while back ago. I was on the phone with my mentor. I was asking him the age-old question. How do I get what I want? How do I pull off this thing called life? He paused for a while. Then he said, instead of always thinking about the outcome that you want, why don't you act first and let the outcome of your action change your thinking? That concept was quite novel to me at the time. I was in shock. What? You saying to let my action to change my thinking? Isn't that our thoughts lead to our action? Which way is it? I want to ask each and every one of you. What do you think? Is Donald Trump act like a billionaire so he become the billionaire? Or he become a billionaire first, then he start to act like one? Which way is it? It's a little bit like a chicken and egg question, isn't it? The answer to this question is actually quite simple. Our thoughts and action influence each other. But most people, they go the hard way. Instead of letting their action change their thoughts, they go the hard route. They want their thoughts to change their thinking, their thoughts to change their action. I was a victim of this kind of thinking before. Let me demonstrate to you what I mean. Let me do that. Let's take the blind spot of our vision as an example. By the show of hand, anybody here has successfully detected their blind spot before? Anyone? Nobody? Okay, so anybody here does not even know we have a blind spot in our vision? Couple people, okay. Anybody here knows we got a blind spot but just don't know how that works? Okay, so most of the people here doesn't know. So for the people who don't know, let's find that out today. And for the people who already know, which is myself, this will be a great refresh for my memory. So whether you know or not, let's do this together. So extend both of your arms in front of you, with your elbow straight. With your elbow straight, correct? And make an L shape in each hand with your thumb and in the index finger, correct? And then make it point out like this, and with other fingers curve inside your fist, correct? And then we're now bending your elbows, touching both thumbs together. Okay, do not break this touch. And now close your left eye with your right eye looking at your left index finger. Okay? With your right eye looking at your left index finger, correct? We're now changing your gaze. Do not change your stare. Slowly move your right index finger away from your left index finger. Do not break the touch of your thumb. So slightly move your right index finger away from your left index finger until it has disappeared in your vision. When you found your blind spot, just give me a little nod. Good. Great job, thank you. So the purpose of this drill is to let you know, instead of me describing to you what a blind spot verbally, what a blind spot is, it will take me years for you to understand. But with a simple action like this, you understand it within 2 minutes. You see, it's easier to act your way into a new way of thinking than it is to think your way into a new way of acting. infinitely easier. Amy Cuddy. Anybody heard about this girl, Amy Cuddy? Good. So she has a book and a TED Talk, both highly recommended. So what she did was she studied how your action alone can change your state of mind. So what that means is, what she said is, if you do this pose, what she called the power poses, which is open your body up like this, without changing anything else, just do this poses. It will fool your brain. Just this pose alone will fool your brain and instantly produce more testosterone. Amazing stuff. Fellow members, instead of trying so hard to change your thoughts next time, why not try to change your action first? Because remember, it's infinitely easier to act your way into a new way of thinking than it is to think your way into a new way of acting. Thank you very much.